If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call 877-42-LIBERTY. Our detail-oriented trial attorneys are committed to the highest quality legal representation. At Liberty Law Group, we will fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Once again, that's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Now, to tie it back to Nebraska men's basketball, this group has a chance to do something that hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
You know, in making a run in the Big Ten tournament, a serious run, and winning the first NCAA tournament game, but they're not going to get there by doing the same things they've always done. It is on this team to step up and change that narrative. It won't change on its own. Teams won't lay over for you, and that's the mindset shift we haven't consistently seen yet.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Southeast Community College invites you to check out our spaces ahead of your official campus visit. Our virtual campus tours let you see our campuses and learn more about our programs of study. Then you can schedule your individual visit in person or virtually. Virtual tours of our campuses in Beatrice, Lincoln, or Milford, and our learning centers are online at southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Adoption of teens from foster care is a topic not enough people know about, and we're here to change that. I'm April Dinwiddie, host of the new podcast, Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Each episode brings you compelling real-life adoption stories told by the families that live them with commentary from experts. Visit adoptuskids.org/podcast or subscribe to Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Administration for Children and Families and the Ad Council.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we're back in here to Ticket Weeknights. Harrison Orange on the ones and twos with the host as always. He's back. Chancellor Brewington, the former Husker tight end. in studio here with me. And if you guys ever want to join the show, 402-464-5685, put a face to the voice, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Outlook Channel 961. Got an interesting camera angle too, so you can see a little bit of the board setup. But nonetheless, Chancellor Brewington, how's it going on this beautiful Monday evening?
It's going good, man. My allergies flared up last week, and
I can still hear it a little bit.
Bro, I was a mess. Everything melted, and I felt the full effect. Well, my face was red, everything was messed up. But no, I'm great now. I'm glad to be back. I feel like I got a few things to just talk about. We'll get into last night with the Lakers. Anthony Davis with a fantastic performance.
I knew you were going to want to bring it up.
Fantastic performance. Oh my gosh, I just was so happy. But no, I think we'll start off with just a little bit of encouragement, bro. I don't know, someone was on my spirit, bro, and I was just like, bro, I feel like there's some people out there, and I'm currently in the position as well. So this is obviously a vulnerable and transparent space to talk about it, but being able to steward the little that you have, or what you think is the little that you have, in hopes for God entrusting you with being able to steward something bigger. So I would just say, first of all, acknowledge what you have. Acknowledge what you have, and understand all the things that you're entrusted with. If you feel like you aren't entrusted with much, man, sometimes, man, just go on a drive, bro, and just talk to yourself and realize all the things that you blessed with, and all the things that some people are praying for in your position. Some people are praying to be in your position currently that you're sitting in right now. So the days that you don't feel like doing it, or you feel like you're running in circles and you're not going nowhere, bro, just take a step back, take a deep breath, and really be thankful for what you got. Because we can't in this life we can't ask to get blessed, and then with our current situation, and we don't steward it well. So I would just really, really, really press upon you to keep going, but to also really steward what you have. Because somebody is praying for your current situation. And yeah, I mean, we get so caught up, and we've talked about it so many times, and it's become redundant, but we have to talk about it because it's so prevalent in today's time. Social media is killing it because we're seeing everybody else's thing. But if you just focus on what you have, because your journey is obviously is different. And there was one verse that I was thinking of while I was talking was whatever you do or say, do it as a representative of Jesus. Like just know who you're representing, and that could go for family as well. That could go for a multitude of things. Like if the last name that you carry, it don't matter if you're a janitor, if you're a Fortune 500 company owner, like CEO, like, bro, if you have a platform to do something with, steward it well. Do it like you're pleasing the Lord, like seriously. And if you don't believe in the Lord, that's a whole nother thing. Do it like you're pleasing your parents, your mentor, the person who got you through school, the person who take care of you, like those type of things. So yeah,
I like that, because especially with when it comes to realizing what you have, because I do think people get stuck in that rut of, man, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at this. And when you keep telling yourself you're not good at those things, you'll start to believe it. You'll just start to be that person. Yeah. And I think, again,
faith comes by hearing.
Yes. And it's more and more you believe that you're not that, like, you are that person that you don't like so much at that current moment. Yeah. That's who you're going to end up being if you keep believing that's who you are. So it's definitely a good message. And because, again, unfortunately, I think every person can think of another person who has a less fortunate than them. So to remind yourself how good you have it. I mean, hey, look at Kirk Cousins. He had one of his worst injuries with the Vikings. Now he's signing a bag, $100 million guaranteed for the Atlanta Falcons. So like it's just crazy.
You just
how things turn around.
You don't know what's in store for your life. You really do not know. And I feel like the quicker you release it, and the quicker you do things, for me personally, to please God, like having like really godly ambition, and also, when I say steward, it's also an inward process as well. It's not so much like what you do with your hands. It's also what you do, like what's going on in your heart as well. Because like if you're approaching something and thinking about yourself and being selfish and doing it, and your pride's kicking in, your greed's kicking in, and you're feeling like you're so worthy and that you deserve to be here and all these different things. That's what they say. Pride becomes pride is before the fall. So if you're prideful, bro, like that's one of the signs, bro, that something probably gonna kick in. So I would just say also understanding that there's a level of humbleness and a level of humility necessary to be entrusted with something bigger than yourself. And you just never know. You just never know. You can look all throughout life, all throughout history of people that started and just steward something really well. They was janitor and they did it to the best of ability. They was this, and all of a sudden someone noticed how diligently they was doing something, and then boom, they got blessed with something greater. But for me personally, bro, like, and this ain't to sound cocky, but it's a real statement. I just really feel that God has something great for me. And God has something great for everyone, for real. But I've just been told by God that He has something great for me. So in that being said, if I know something great is on the way, I'm gonna steward everything so He can trust me. So I'm not gonna delay the process more and more, because we can actually delay blessings as well. We can get in our own way and block blessings because of the pride, because of the ego, because of all the things that we have in our heart. But the quicker you let those things go, man, well, because He can trust you then. He could trust you to represent the kingdom. So yeah.
I'd hate to see that list of all the opportunities I had, that if I could see that in hindsight,
bro,
here's all the opportunities I had, and here's all the times pride got in the way.
No,
or if
like,
you just would have spent
seriously.
more time doing schoolwork, because you're being selfish, thinking you're good enough, or more time playing my sport or whatever it is, you end up realizing how many times that maybe just put a little more work in, or just looking at yourself in the mirror and try to figure out, why isn't it going that way? When you do meet like tragedy or sudden setbacks, how do you pull yourself out of that? Because it's easy to sit here and talk about it, but when it happens, it's gut wrenching.
Yeah, I think first is a self-examination, examining oneself and understanding, okay, was there something that prohibited me from getting there? Or did I just go out on a limb and I just came up short? And I feel like there's two ways to handle that. One way is obviously to figure out, where you went wrong, but also like to understand that not everything is to be perceived as a failure. Not everything is to be perceived as a failure. A lot of things they say the righteous stumble, but the Lord holds them by the hand. So like you could stumble, but like you could really stumble into a blessing as well. If you're diligently stewarding what you got. Like if you're working hard, then all of a sudden you get fired. And that might look like a closed door, but really it's the start of an open door in a better job, in a better opportunity, in a better state to live in, all these different things. But I think it's all about our perspective. If we know that God has the best for us and He's not a man that He would lie, then we should understand that everything we do is going to, how should I say this? Everything we go through, everything we're going to do, God has already said it before the beginning of time, which that is a heavy concept and we can get into that another time. But yeah, bro, like just understand, have the right perspective first while you're doing something, to where when something fail, when something come up short, when you feel like, dang, like this didn't go the way I wanted it to, maybe it went the way it's supposed to go. And I think that's the right perspective to have.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah,
definitely help me out. I think just kind of trying to figure out tragedies and all this, and you don't even have to put it to religion, but at least for me, it's like if you just look at life as one long trial and the absolute only goal is to just come out the best man or woman you can be, then all of a sudden all those tragedies, all the things that are awful start to make sense, because you start seeing it as like, okay, this is a challenge upon me as to how am I going to come out of this and still be a better man before the tragedy. And to me, that just made life make a lot more sense. So much pressure on everything.
Yeah, I think also to your point, like I can name up plenty great men that I've come across in my life. If you was to ask them their story, it wouldn't just be dandelions and roses and sunflowers. Like
the most interesting people have chaotic
past, but I feel like the embrace that they have during the struggle, like, bro, you can't, like they talk about being anointed with oil, but the only way you get the oil is if you crush the olives or the grapes or the like, that's the only way. If you apply pressure, that's when you get the fruit. That's when you get the diamonds. That's when you get all the the great things that come is through that fire process, through that molding process, through that crushing process, through that pruning process as well. So bro, like, my goodness, what a start to the show.
It's
what
been
a start.
Feeling philosophical, been a week getting out with the allergies.
Allergies have me thinking, man.
They will. Especially this time of year.
But really, like, I would say in this current stage of my life, and it's gonna be awesome to think back and to look back, because like you said, life is just a big old journey. Like, it's just
one massive trial.
It's just one, like, and you get through the one trial and it's the next one, then it's the next one. But I feel like this currently is like a season where I'm being shaped and formed like daily. Like, it's like a daily process of like shaping and forming. So if I'm daily being shaped and formed, like, there's going to be a new version, like week after week, there's a perfected version. There's a better version, and I'll never be perfect, and I'll never be probably what I am inspiring to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I take that back. I hope I get to where I'm aspiring to be, but from a perfect standpoint, I'll never get there. But as far as just growing each day and growing each week and growing, like, there should be a new person by the end of the month if you're doing this process right. And especially, like, they say, like, the biggest ages of change for a man is 25, 30, I think 50, and like 75.
Those are all critical points where you definitely start to look at things differently.
Yeah, there's a lot of different changes. So
I'm creeping up on 25, and my God, definitely not the same mindset as 21.
Or even 23, bro. Or even last year, bro. I'm like looking at myself like, I don't think I would have been able to keep up with this self.
This is the craziest part for me, and you're in my same age bracket because you're 24 too, right?
Yeah.
And it's just every single year, I feel like I'm so much more mature. And it's just crazy. Every year I go back, I'm like you said, even 23, 1 year ago, I felt like a completely different person.
Yeah. I think for me personally, like, these past January, February, or December, January, February, and beginning of March, like, these past 3-4 months, like, really been like felt like a year for me, like, in growth wise. And I feel like that's really because, one, I've been getting in that word and opening up my Bible and really understanding what's going on. And God's been really working it with my heart and working with me and working with my spirit and all these different things. But also, like, there's different, like, choices I'm making in staying away from just, like, things that aren't going to get me better. Like, if they not going to get me better, like, that's just a direct like what I'm doing right now. So yeah, it's been cool, bro.
Yeah, I got to catch myself on that, because I know if I buy an NCAA 25,
oh my goodness,
that's going to put me at risk of blowing things off. Even things like, and that's, again, with today's era, I think there's so many comforts that it's hard to push yourself.
Yeah,
and I think that's why people are hard on themselves, because you really don't. I don't want to say it's people are at fault for it, but it's hard to think really highly of yourself when you do think back and you just haven't had a whole lot of challenges, like real tough challenges that you had to get through. So when something does happen, you don't have that experience to draw back from. Like, I've gone through this and get through another tough situation.
Yeah. I think, wow, that is a great point. I think, bro, now you just say that, bro, I'm so blessed that it didn't go my way, that it's like, that has been hard.
Facts.
Quote unquote, what I think is hard.
Yes,
when you got people really being, like, beaten and killed in other countries, like, what we think is hard is not hard at all.
Yeah, we let's be clear here. We grew up in the U.S.
Like, bro,
and that
like,
in itself, I don't care where in the U.S., unless, you can argue like Flint, Michigan, if you don't have good water, that's tough. But like, compared, like you said, there's plenty of other places where it could be way worse.
Yeah, people are hiding in huts and villages and underground, and, like, bro, like, we got it easy. People are getting beaten, stoned still to this day. Like
there's
hung,
sex trafficking rings out there that just are completely untouched because it's just in murky waters. No one really knows what's going on.
Yeah, like, we got it so easy. So even to look at our trials and understand, okay, we obviously don't have the greater perspective of what true suffering is, but the little that we know, because we have to be aware that, we won't understand what true suffering is, but the suffering that we endure, like, that's a blessing. We should wear that as a badge.
Yeah.
You should wear the quote unquote wilderness season of, like, feeling like you're going in circles, feeling like you're being tested, you're being formed, you're being molded as a badge, but we don't. We're actually really hesitant because as human beings, we just want the easy way, especially in the US. We just want the easy way. Whatever is the quickest, easiest way, bro, let's do it that way. But I feel like God chooses certain people to not only go through that, but to allow him to release control and enter into submission and let him take control and really form you into what he wants you. Because at the end of the day, if you didn't have the character which is being formed in the wilderness season, you wouldn't be able to withhold the blessing. You wouldn't be able to all the things that come with it. You would self-destruct, bro.
Yeah. I mean, if someone told me that I was going to be able to have a job here at the Ticket and it was guaranteed, the 2 jobs I had to do through school to get here, like all that stuff, like, yeah, I still could probably get the job if that was all promised, but
Right.
there's no way I'd have the same work ethic. Like, it was just a grind to get here. But that's also, I mean, take that with anything. Why is it fun to win a really tough football game? You know, because it's an absolute battle and grind to beat a skilled opponent as opposed to just beating up on somebody you know you can get.
Yeah.
It's just way more gratifying to do it the hard way. We do have Crowbait from the text line. Says, man, I need to get back to church. Crowbait, I'll join you sometime if that's the case. But
Shout
what I
out
do
Crowbait.
love about this and kind of what we're talking about, like, even if, you know, you don't want to lean into religion, a lot of the things we do say and talk about on here, they still hold true. Like,
yeah, that's just principles.
Just principles.
Bunch of principles. And if you want to know, if the individual that you're following or hearing or listening to is their principles are correct, look at the fruit they bear. Look at the fruit they bear. Look at the fruit that's coming from what they're talking about. I think in the Bible there's a lot of principles, and I think a lot of people follow those principles and actually are successful through those principles without even knowing where they come from.
Yeah, I mean, it's a story. I mean, essentially the Bible is a story of morals.
Yeah, it's a story. Because you look at Genesis, it's Adam, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, all these different people, but it all connects. The stories are connecting. That's why the Jewish faith is amazing, because it's a bunch of stories that connect each other. Yeah.
And it's always, again, it's always great to kind of talk about this stuff because it's principles, especially this time of year, like when election season. I don't care whichever way you lean, but I think we could all use a hug around this time of year because social media gets absolutely crazy, and it makes you almost want to delete some of your social media accounts because it's going to make you think the world's burning down. We do got a little bit of time here left. Real quick, I do want to talk about some of these Nebraska basketball teams because the women, they played Iowa in the Big Ten championship game. They fell short, lost in overtime, but still made it to the Big Ten. Probably got a lock in there for March Madness as well. Same thing for the guys. They beat Michigan on their way out for the last game of the regular season, won by 15. Would you try to go to men's basketball March Madness game if you had the opportunity to? How high up on the list is that for
you? Oh yeah. Where is that being played at?
It just kind of depends where they're going to fall. As of now, it could be in Dallas. It could be for the first rounds, because there's so many games, they're spread out in the regions, and then each region's kind of playing in their areas. So right now, it's Nebraska. I think for the most part, I've seen a lot playing in Dallas, but they can really bounce around any of those locations. Really? We won't know until Selection Sunday.
If they're in Dallas, I gotta go to the game, bro. I gotta go to the game.
So, I mean, would that be the best Nebraska basketball team of all time if they just get one tourney win? Because I mean, it's never been done before. Is that?
Well, yeah. I mean, and you go 17-1 at home or 18-1?
18-1.
Like, bro,
he lost to Creighton, and that was the last time they were going to lose on that court.
That is fantastic. That's fantastic.
And then the women's team too. I want to give them their proper flowers because, I mean, you beat Caitlin Clark once, second time around. She had 0 points. I think she shot.
They beat Caitlin Clark again?
No, close.
Oh.
They were shutting her down. Caitlin Clark, she got 34 points, but she took 39 to get there. 39 shots.
39 shots
to get there.
Oh, I would hate to be her teammate. My goodness.
Yeah. But you say hate to be a teammate. I think she also had like 15 assists.
Really?
Yeah. So
What's her usage rate? 97% or something?
Oh, I'm sure it's broken. I'm sure when it comes to women's college basketball, she has got to be breaking any of the past margins.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's actually broke it down, but at the same time, are you not going to give her that usage rate?
Yeah, you have to. You have to. If you're I feel like you would just have to transfer at that point if you don't like it.
Yeah, 100. I mean, you'd have to pull Kyrie.
Yeah,
like this is a little too much Clark for me. I'm on my way out.
For real.
I still can't believe. Do you think if Kyrie Irving's, I know you're a big LeBron fan, Kyrie stays with LeBron James, how many more rings? Because I really think that was the dynasty that LeBron could have rode for a while.
Yeah, for sure. I think they win 20. What was it? 2016?
2016, 17.
17 they lose. 17 is when LeBron, the JR incident. Remember?
Yeah, like JR doesn't know the time on the clock.
Yeah. I think I don't know, because KD comes on that team. I think LeBron stays in Cleveland though. I think he stays in Cleveland. I think he has to at that point.
Okay, let's get to 2015 was the first time we got to the Golden State Cavs era, and then 2016 the Cavaliers win it. But that's the only one they get. Then it's Warriors, and then it's Warriors, and then it's Warriors again. And then the last one was the Raptors. So Warriors win it 2 more times, then the Raptors steal it for that very last one. But I do think if Kyrie Irving, that's the biggest what if. That in Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, all just staying on the Brooklyn Nets. I think they had a winning percentage of like super small sample size, but they're winning 90% of their games.
Yeah.
They all just,
when they was all healthy.
Or excuse me, I said James Harden was it Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons.
James Harden wasn't there yet. Kyrie Irving they moved Ben Simmons for James Harden.
Yeah, James Harden was there. Yeah. But remember, they only played like 12 games together or something?
Yeah, because just no matter what, somebody either had just a rest day or
that's a nut squad. When you look, you're gonna tell your kids like, oh yeah, these 3 played together, and you can be like, oh, they was the dynasty, huh? Nope. No,
if you bought tickets, you're lucky to see one. Really lucky to see 2 of them on the court together.
Yeah. I remember ESPN was having a fit with that.
I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, you get Steve Kerr as the head coach, and then you immediately be like, Steve Kerr sucks. Let's get a new head coach. And then
Steve Nash, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Steve Kerr on
the
board.
I'm about to say, I'm like, no, for real.
But yeah, they got rid of Steve Nash, and the whole thing was a meltdown. I'm like, you guys are all fantastic basketball players, and when you're playing on the court together, you'd probably dominate the NBA.
Yeah.
Just personal differences or money or
a whole bunch of whatever. And then remember James Harden was like hurt, quote unquote, and then he went to who was it? The Sixers?
Yeah, Sixers.
Sixers, and then he played the next week.
Yeah, classic Harden.
Yeah, classic Harden. Yeah.
He played. He showed up plenty out of shape for it, but he still played. At least.
Yeah, he played for sure.
And then it's always kind of funny because that's, at least for me, when I look at the NBA today, that's always the biggest problem. Is like I would love to just be a fan of a team, not players. Like I'm a fan of the Chicago Bulls, and I've actually been lucky. Zach LaVine's been there for a long time. They've kept DeMar DeRozan around. Yeah. But a lot of the other franchises, like if you're the Lakers,
yeah, it's a revolving door. Mm-hmm. Like you just never know who's gonna come in,
especially after that Kobe era.
Yeah,
you had some mixed matched lineups.
My goodness, you got the Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram. You got the Nick Young, D'Angelo
Russell for the first
Josh
time.
Hart, for the first time. D'Angelo Russell, 44 points.
I know,
in a big win against the Bucks.
He's been heating up lately because he also had a big game, big buzzer beater. Well, it wasn't quite a buzzer beater, but you probably saw it where LeBron's like, "Take the damn shot, dude. I gave it to you
hot. Yeah. You don't. Yeah.
Was that the 44-point game?
No, that was
before.
That was right before, and in the next game he went out. Yeah, and then obviously Anthony Davis last night. Yeah,
maybe let's talk about that one next. We'll talk some Los Angeles Lakers as we're talking about hoops, anyways. On What's Brewing, Chancellor Brewington, the host as always. To my left, don't go anywhere. And again, if you guys want to join the show, as Crowbite did earlier, 402-464-5685. Put a face to the voice. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Allo Channel 961. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln Families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. And Empire Fence and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard, increase security, and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire. Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
Score big this month at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln and rule the terrain on a Segway Fugelman UT10X. Now is your chance to get into a side-by-side for only $12,000 out the door. That's right, just $12,000. And this bad boy stacks up to all the other name brands. Plus, you get Segway's signature smart commanding system featuring airlock, drive settings, safety alerts, and more. Hurry in now. Elway Power Sports only has 2 left at this blowout price. Swing by their new 27th and I-80 location or shop their inventory at elwaypslincoln.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in March. Try their pesto cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. For lunch, try the salmon panini with provolone, sesame oil, and tomatoes on a ciabatta roll with bagel chips. Perfect for Lent. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Here in the heart of the Midwest, the call of the wild meets the passion for conservation. At Nebraska Game and Parks, we're not just preserving nature, we are shaping its future. Work in our state parks or as a biologist, accountant, conservation officer, or a variety of other roles. And come work where you love to play. You can make a difference for Nebraskans and for our state's wildlife and wild places. Apply today at outdoornebraska.gov.
Paid for by Nebraska Game and Park. Aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Mosaic is a nonprofit, whole-person healthcare organization that embraces God's call and relentlessly pursues opportunities that empower people with diverse needs to live their best lives. Mosaic in Southeast Nebraska, serving Lincoln and Beatrice, would like to invite you to their monthly Discover the Possibilities tour events. Events are held on the 3rd Wednesday of every month and are a great way to understand Mosaic's mission. To RSVP, please contact Melindy at 402-429-0088 or visit mosaicinfo.org/Southeast Nebraska.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weeknights. This is What's Brewing with the host, as always, Chancellor Brewington. To my left, the former Husker tight end. If you guys want to join the show with any questions, topics you want to get into, 402-464-5685, Sauger Heyman text line. Put a face to the voice, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and as always, channel 961. Before we left the break there, we're talking about the Lakers, and we've got some NFL news as well. I want to get to that, but let's go ahead and dive into these Los Angeles Lakers first. So they're still currently sitting number 9 in the Western Conference. They need to put together some sort of run if they want to climb out of that potential play-in tournament spot, because obviously that's going to be seeds 9 and 10. They are currently 36-30, sitting above 500, 2-game win streak. But D'Angelo Russell, he's been on a tear. Last Friday, the previous Friday on the 8th, that's that 44-point game we were talking about before we went to break. Shot got 44 points, only a couple of turnovers, and let's see, 9 assists as well. So almost a double-double on top of it. In the last game versus Minnesota Timberwolves, shoots 40% from 3. Good numbers, only 13 points, but they get the win anyways. This resurgence of D'Angelo Russell expected, and is it enough to kind of take these Lakers out of that dreaded play-in spot?
I think we just need Anthony Davis playing at MVP level.
Well, let's talk about that too, because that's also happening.
Yeah, it's happening right now, and I think his game is inclining, it's inclining right now. Usually I feel like at the end of the season it's usually a decline or he getting hurt. So I think it's fantastic to see what's going on. But I mean, D'Angelo Russell, we really need a third scorer for real. Like we need that, or really a second scorer, because Bron's going to get you 25. He's going to get you 24, 23.
If you need it, he'll get you 20 plus.
Yeah, he'll get you that. Get you about 8 assists, 7 rebounds. But we need someone who will come in and get you 20 points on a consistent basis. I know Austin Reeves, he's been doing it. He has his games where he might get 20, he might get 18 and things like that. But we need a real third option. So I think if we can have AD, and I would say D'Angelo Russell playing at a good level. We need AD playing at elite level. If D'Angelo Russell can consistently play good, I think we're good, bro. I think we might get in that 7 spot. Where are we? 1 game behind the Mavs?
I think you guys are, only probably a game and a half, couple games behind. You guys are sitting, because we're actually 2 games behind.
Yeah.
2 losses behind them.
Of course. But yeah, we were just 1 game behind and now we're 2. My goodness. But yeah, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm not going to pick them to win the finals, but LeBron does scare me.
No, for real. But I mean, nobody would have thought they would get to the Western Conference last year.
That's facts.
Like nobody.
But nobody definitely didn't expect them to beat the Nuggets. That was certainly true. Who they have to knock out to get to the Western Conference Finals last year? What was their big upset? I'd have to remember that.
Was it it wasn't the T-Wolves, was it? It was oh my gosh, who was it? OKC, no. Clipper? No. Yeah, we gotta look this up. I'm lost.
Of course, this is gonna give me the wrong one. Okay, 2023 NBA playoffs, because I want to say. Okay, so here we go. Los Angeles, they beat the number 2 Grizzlies, who were hot.
Grizzlies, that's what it was.
Because the Grizzlies surprised everyone with that 2 seed.
Yeah,
Electric Year by Ja Morant.
And then Ja got hurt, and that was when the Dylan Brooks memes were coming out. Yeah.
Timeline's fitting up now. Dylan Brooks lining up, and then they did play the Warriors. And they beat the Warriors as well. And then, of course,
did they sweep them?
Nope. They only
4-1.
Yeah, they didn't sweep anybody. They were 4-2 versus the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
And I do remember that Grizzlies. Everyone was freaking out about the Lakers because everyone's like, Grizzlies are sweeping them. Because I want to say the Grizzlies won the first 2 at home, right?
And
then the Lakers got 4 straight.
Yeah, because we went. It was Lakers home. Or no,
you were 7 seeds. You're definitely on the road.
No, it was road, and then we fumbled that second game.
Yeah.
We fumbled that second game, and then we came out and when we went back to Memphis, we killed them. And then Ja got hurt, and then the series just kind of went downhill.
Yep. And then you guys did play it was just a weird year. And this is why with these seeds, you just got to take it with a grain of salt, because the Kings, everyone was super high on them. They were the 3 seed, best offense in the NBA. They lose in the first round, not
Warriors
even that close,
out, right?
4-2. Yeah.
Warriors, right?
Warriors.
Yeah. And everyone was the first game. I remember what's their point guard? What's his face?
For
the Kings.
For the Kings, De'Aaron Fox?
Yeah, he had like 45 or something like that. And they're like, oh, he's gonna put the series away. And then Steph was not having that.
No. And the Kings are interesting. I do love that they got Sabonis on there. I think he's a good player, but I'm a big believer, and I think you got to take your lumps and bruises if you really want to make some deep runs. And that's what the Nuggets, again, Jokic is great. Everyone knows how great he is now, but the Nuggets weren't dominating as soon as he was on the roster. It took a little bit of time, and now they figured it out. Yeah, Jamal Murray in there in the mix doesn't help, especially when he's the most consistent guard. It feels like in the playoffs every single year. And then, of course, it's crazy to look at the 7 seed Heat in there as well, a play-in team.
My goodness, Jimmy Butler was on a tear last year. Every time he gets in the playoffs, he's on a tear. Remember the bubble when they got to the finals? Obviously, they got bumped out by Big James, by Uncle James. But yeah.
It is. I'm glad that we'll never have to experience that again, because I didn't, it's fun watching good shooting, but when Dort is lighting it up from the corner, good player, it's just a good gym right there. It's just a tight area. You're shooting on the same gym every single day. When you're talking to a bunch of NBA players, it's really who's just going to get hot tonight.
Yeah.
Because they're all shoot that
fantastic.
shot.
Yeah. They're all ridiculous.
But I will say, we're not going to see a 7 seed Miami Heat again, or any 7 play-in team. Like, I think that I'm totally in the camp that's a one-off.
Yeah.
Do you think that we're going to see that again? Do you think the level of basketball is just getting so balanced at this point that it is possible? Because I'm still in the camp that they completely flipped all of their shooting numbers. I think it was a fluke. I'm not going to be changing how I predict these NBA playoffs just because of that team.
Yeah. I don't know. I think a team like the Heat, where they rely on Jimmy Butler so much, and if he has a good game, like, he can really change the game on offense and defense. Like a team like that, and I really feel like the only teams that you could really say that about is the Heat. You could say that about the Bucks with Giannis. I'm talking about offense and defense.
Yep, offense and defense.
You can say that about the Clippers with Kawhi.
76ers for sure.
Sixers with Embiid. And you could say that with, I would say, Anthony Davis / LeBron with the Lakers. But other than that, I don't really feel like there's those teams where, like, you have that dominant presence. If he gets hot and he's on today, you are losing. Like, if Bron gets hot and AD has a decent game, and D'Lo has a decent game, you're losing. If Giannis goes crazy, you're probably going to lose the game. Like, if Jimmy Butler gets hot and is averaging 40 points in a series, like, you're going to lose. Like, you're just going to lose, and that's just the way the game goes.
I will say, out of all the names that are going to be representing the U.S. in this next Olympics when it comes to USA basketball, so happy Jimmy Butler's on that list.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy needs to represent the U.S. in basketball, because when it comes to especially that international play,
a dog. You need
someone
a dog.
gritty. You need someone that's really mean, that is not going to take kindly and is going to have pride in making sure the U.S. is number 1 in basketball.
Yeah, for sure. With that list, who I want to say obviously they had the FIBA game and they didn't do so well.
Yeah, and that's kind of the response to it. That was the whole
and everyone's
turn.
Like, okay, yeah, we're gonna lock in and get the guys. JT, KD. I think there's only a few
I'm
names.
trying to pull up the list right now.
They don't really have it yet, though, because they got tryouts and stuff, right?
Yep, but this is kind of the bout that they're putting together here. The ones that at least have the opportunity to pulling out some big names here. Joel Embiid, De'Aaron Fox, Paul George. Love to see Paul George out there. Tyrese Halliburton, just an exciting young player. LeBron James, you can bank on he's going to be there.
He's going to be there?
I'm pretty sure LeBron James is going to be at
Oh, my God. I got to talk to Unc. I didn't know you was going to be there, Unc. Where the camera at? Which one? This one? I didn't know you're going to be there, Unc. You should have told me.
Wrong one. Sorry.
You should have told me, Unc. I didn't know. But you can continue. I got to text him after this, man.
So, yeah, LeBron James, Jason Tatum. Who are these other guys to be really excited about? Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid's just fun because he's going to represent the U.S. when he totally had the option to not represent the U.S. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, Dame time. Yep, he's in there. Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, and, of course, Jimmy Butler. They got some younger guys in there. Paulo Banchero, Jared Allen. But it does look like we're just going to send in the dogs on this one.
Yeah. Send in the dogs. I mean, you got some teams, though, bro. You got to play Joker and Luke on the same team?
Yes.
What? Canada with Jamal Murray and them
Scotty Barnes, too.
All them boys up there. My goodness. Greece, you got to play Giannis. Like, dude, like, this is...
Giannis and Giannis, you're not as worried about.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about Giannis. But...
How that man's still on the roster blows my mind. Did you catch him just not even sitting on the bench, sitting with the crowd in one of these past games?
There's no way.
It was still in the fourth quarter, plenty of time left in the ball game.
Were they winning?
Yeah.
Okay. But still, that's crazy.
You're not even sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
You're sitting with the fans talking to them while the game's live.
That's some MJ treatment.
Yeah, when you don't even sniff the court.
Yeah,
when you do, it's garbage time. But I am excited. I mean, with this, and I do feel like it's definitely in the camp that most of these guys are going to probably end up, if they get this, they're going to want to go because when you have LeBron kind of leading the way and you have these real players that are going to do it, all of a sudden it's cool. There's not going to be this, I don't want to do it if they're not doing it. Does anybody beat that team if you can get your pick of LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, all the players I just listed?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we've seen it happen already. So with the 2004 team or 6 team.
Is that Spain?
Yeah, the Spain era. Then obviously Bron comes back with Melo and D Wade and Kobe, and they absolutely destroy everyone. It's not even close. The Redeem team.
That's what I'm hoping this thing is.
Yeah. I mean, it's just gonna be interesting because how is LeBron gonna do this? Like, is he gonna go in like this is my time? Like, or is it just gonna be like I'm coming off a long season.
I'm gonna be so mad if that's the case.
Yeah, like if he's playing boo-boo minutes, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
If he's doing the boo-boo minutes for that game, I know he doesn't plan on retiring anytime soon. If he's like measuring it, I'm like, if he's gonna play it cool, he's not gonna retire soon if he's playing it safe.
I don't know if he knows how to do that though. Especially at the USA. I think if he commits to that, he's gonna go all in. Because I think he knows obviously how much of a honor that is, because he's done that and he's won it and he's lost it. He's won it and lost it. So when you got both perspectives, you want to get the one that you with the greater outcome, of course.
And he was on those great runs with Kobe.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
It'll be an honor thing.
He's part of those rosters.
Yeah,
I'm sure that spark a little bit of fire in the heart too. It's like, let's get this thing back.
Yeah,
because that's last time he did it.
That's what Kobe would have wanted. Yeah,
oh yeah, for sure.
Oh wow.
And those guys too, their relationship. So it's kind of a bummer we didn't get to see the second half of it, because those guys were like, man, I know LeBron hasn't retired yet, which is crazy. But if you could have had LeBron and Kobe as figureheads talking about the NBA post career, that is
a podcast.
That is so much knowledge between those two guys right there.
Goodness.
Like one's incredibly competitive, one's just incredibly gifted size and skill, and the other's just, I mean, they're both hard workers, but they both attack the game at such different ways.
Yeah.
And they got to greatness in such unique routes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Lost that one, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens in this next time. See if the USA represents well. I'm imagining they will, especially if they're going to get most of the guys on that list. We'll throw it to break here. Final one on What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. Harrison Arns on the 1s and 2s. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Here you go. Coffee's on me and my new BFF. I thought I was your best friend forever. BFF like best financial friend at Members Own Credit Union. Right now, they're offering $100 when you consolidate or transfer a loan or an existing credit card balance and meet requirements. Plus, you get great rates and free advice from a financial partner that will put you first. That sounds like a match made in heaven. Members Own Credit Union is the type of bestie you can count on. Get started today at memberzonecu.org/BFF. Limitations may apply. Equal housing opportunity.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing.
and electrical.
Spring is here. It's time to get back outside and into proper shoes this year. Brown Shoe Fit is the place to buy this spring with their sale on athletic shoes. Get $15 off any regular price athletic shoes with respected brands like Hoka, Brooks, New Balance, and On Running. And don't forget, Browns carries a large arrangement of sizes and widths to fit your feet properly. Start your spring off right at Brown Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today. It's getting nicer outside, but it's still hit or miss in the spring on golf weather. Not at Double Eagle Golf. You're home for always 72-degree weather and no wind. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues are underway, but stay tuned for info on indoor golf tournaments and book your bay for the Masters in April. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Are you in the market for a new garage door or need to repair your old one? It's wintertime, and that means snow, wind, and freezing temperatures, all things that can cause sticky locks and damage to your garage door. If you're experiencing any issues with your commercial or residential garage door during the winter months, call Cameron Hall and his team at Doors Plus. Don't be trapped outside in the cold because of a poorly maintained garage door. Call Doors Plus today at 402-590-5800 or visit them online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
In a world where quality tools make the dream work, let Sunbelt Rentals be your unseen team member. Shine bright with our top-notch equipment, dependable for any project size. Witness the difference with tool rental in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's more than just a tool, it's your companion for the perfect job. With Sunbelt Rentals, you're never alone in your project journey. Brighter tasks, better results. Sunbelt Rentals, tools that empower you.
Come see the exciting career opportunities in the world of large ag. Acres, your Nebraska John Deere dealer, is hosting a career fair during our 2024 Ag and Turf Expo. Learn about career opportunities in service, sales, parts, and precision ag, as well as other roles in Acres business support team. Join us at Fauner Park March 21st and 22nd. Go to acres.com/expo24 for details.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. Final segment of What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. The host is always to my left. You guys can join in. Last second comments. You want to get a deep dive on your favorite NFL team. What have they been up to in terms of free agent signings, deals being made, as technically it's just the legal tampering period, but they're cutting deals nonetheless. 402-464-5685. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Allo Channel 961. You can always put a face to the voice to it. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and go through here. I do want to start with the guy that I mentioned right off the top of the bat during the show. Kirk Cousins' agent, Mike McCarthy, deserves a lot of hugs from that man. He secures another massive bag, $150 million, 4 years to play on the Atlanta Falcons, $100 million guaranteed. And I think he got a $30 million or $50 million signing bonus on top of it.
Who is this?
Kirk Cousins.
Wow. My goodness.
After a brutal injury.
How much guaranteed?
After the Vikings. $100 million.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll go straight to the grandkids.
Yeah. And let's see here. Yeah, it is a $50 million signing bonus.
Love
so
it.
March 13th, as soon as he puts his pen in ink, or his name in ink, it is $50 million.
This is my first time hearing a lot of these. So
okay,
go ahead and rip them off.
This is going to be fun.
I seen the Saquon. That's about it.
Okay, yeah, so Saquon Barkley. What are your thoughts about that?
Great.
You like it for the Eagles?
I don't know how much. Yeah, I think it would be cool. He'll be a little workhorse.
Yeah, the contract isn't bad either. Signing 3-year, so it's pretty much $37.75 million. It's tough on that one because the running backs just don't get paid very well at all.
Right.
So it's kind of like centers are in the NBA now, unless it's a Nikola Jokic or the Joel Embiid. You can kind of get them pretty cheap. You can get a Zubac on a cheap deal as opposed to paying a ton of money of your salary cap space to an elite center. Plus, coming from the Giants, I know a lot of Giants fans aren't too happy with that one. But for Saquon Barkley, how do you see this working out for the Eagles? Now you got Jalen Hurts. I mean, it's a star-studded offense. You are losing Jason Kelsey.
You got Jared coming in at center, though.
He does.
You got Cam Jared coming in at center, and my dog going to be ready. That's all that matters, man. That's all that matters.
That's a good point, man.
Yeah.
That's a good point. You know what? Now I'm just going to be watching every Saquon.
Yeah.
Hopefully he has the best rushing career of his entire year. One more running back, Austin Eckler. And then actually I do want to talk about one for the Bears too. But Austin Eckler, he gets a 2-year deal, 11.43. Again, that's what I'm kind of talking about the money. 3 years, Saquon, about $40 million. 2 years for Eckler, it's only about $10 million. So $3 million signing bonus on top of it. Really not too bad. $11 million for Austin Eckler to the Washington Commanders. I love this one.
Yeah, I think he's a dynamic back. Really good in the pass game. My goodness.
Mhm.
And I just seen Zach Ertz went there too.
Yeah, they got the tight end Zach Ertz as well.
I wonder if this is going to be upcoming one of his last years. Was it 1 year?
Yeah, it's a 1-year deal.
Yeah, I know he probably wants to retire as an Eagle. So
yeah, it's going to be fun. One that kind of surprised me, Gardner Minshew signing a 2-year, $25 million deal.
Oh my gosh.
To the Raiders. Because now they got the Aiden O'Connell, Gardner Minshew. It looks like they're going to be testing those two guys.
What's their pick in the draft?
I think the Raiders, I don't think they're high enough to go ahead and grab a quarterback.
Okay.
So I think that's the reasoning behind it.
So that's their guy then. Gardner Minshew's their guy.
I think it's going to be Aiden O'Connell and then Gardner Minshew. It's going to be battling it out. But I think they're probably going to roll with Minshew. Yeah. I think that's going to be their guy. I mean, he played well for the Colts.
Paying him $12 million a year. My goodness.
Yeah.
Got to be your guy.
And then I'm looking it up, but I know DeAndre Swift.
Where'd he go?
Chicago Bears.
Yeah, that's a good move. It's a good move. He's a good player, bro. These are all fantastic players. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, it's always more for me about the money and the money behind it, and how's that going to fit? Like for the Bears, you're going to take that every single time because you're not paying a ton of money. The running back room, what you can set up with Justin Fields, you have room there to begin with. So that one I'm totally okay with. But that being said, a lot of these quarterback spots are drying up. I'm sure you saw Russell going to the Steelers as well.
Yeah,
you got
I saw
Kirk
that
Cousins going to the Falcons.
Yeah,
these spots are kind of drying up. So with that being said, the offers for Justin Fields are getting less and less by the hour, I'm sure. Does it look like the Bears are going to end up keeping Justin Fields now? Because I thought for sure they're going to trade him, and now I'm not so sure.
I mean, like, where would you go, though? That's the thing. Like, where do you go? Who's the Titans quarterback?
Titans, they've had Will Levis.
Yeah, you got a young guy there. And yeah, where do you go? I mean,
that's what I'm saying. All the spots are drying up here. I thought it was going to be the Raiders, but Gardner Minshew. They just paid him money.
Yeah, can't go Raiders. Can't go.
Could go Vikings, but they probably don't want to trade in conference.
Oh, who's going to be the Vikings quarterback?
To be decided.
Not just Dobbs.
I think they got the 11th or 12th pick. So they might be able to pick up J.J. McCarthy or the Patriots. I think the Patriots and Vikings are going to be the two candidates to go ahead and grab the Michigan quarterback.
Or Jaden? No, who's it?
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, is it really like a strict like he's going to be a second quarterback off?
This kind of it. McCarthy looks like he's in the back,
really?
But some people are higher on Drake May, and they might take him over Daniels.
Yeah, I think it'll be. Oh yeah, it's going to be interesting, bro. It's going to be interesting because they got some receivers in Minnesota. Got a good tight end too.
Yeah, Jefferson, you still got. In my opinion,
who's their back? Is it still Cook?
No, Cook. He went to the Jets.
He's well gone. I don't know who their back is, but yeah, they just have a good offense.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens. And they got Hawkinson too, really good tight end. So they got some weapons still.
Yeah,
so it's going to be up to the quarterback to put it to work here. And, and one more guy I want to talk about before we get out of here: T. Higgins, Cincinnati Bengals request trade out of Cincinnati.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I could understand that. He's the number one receiver.
That's kind of the argument for everybody, and I think it's totally fair.
Yeah, I think he a number one receiver. I think he should go. I think what's a good place for him? AZ, come to AZ.
I would like to get him with a quarterback I trust a lot more. Falcons, like Kirk Cousins. You got Bijan Robinson, a really good running back. You got
him and Drake London.
Yeah, you got some good. Yeah, Drake London.
Oh my gosh. And Drake London, I think I think it's going to be a T. Higgins situation with him too.
Yeah.
I think he's going to probably be a 2 receiver, 1-2 back and forth. Then, his rookie deal up, he probably going to get up out of there too.
Yeah. And you can't blame those wide receivers.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're a wide receiver,
go get
you're
your money, bro.
Cream of the crop in terms of making massive money deals.
I just seen Gabe Davis sign with the Jags.
Yep.
Yeah. Like he was a 2 receiver at the Bills. And now he about to go. They got Christian Kirk and some other guys, but he'll be a key piece out there.
Yeah, to me, he got traded, unfortunately, just to drop passes. I think they were just really trying to lock that up because if you look at the Bills and kind of their downfall towards the end of the season there, you could argue, yes, Josh Allen had a part, but there was so many drop passes by the wide receiver core.
Yeah.
Looked like that's definitely the area they're attacking. Before we get out of here, I'm just going to name these quarterbacks: Kirk Cousins, Russell, and Justin Fields. We'll throw him in there because who knows what his future next. Out of those 3 quarterbacks, who next season is going to have that best bounce back year?
Russell Wilson.
Steelers, Russell Wilson. I do like that. I think Mike Tomlin.
Oh yeah.
And Russell. I think they're going to cook.
Oh yeah.
So beware of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And AB coming back too.
Yep. And who knows what that.
Antonio Brown.
Yeah. So it's going to be fun to watch.
I'm playing.
The NFL is definitely heating up here. The actual free agency starts on the 13th, but we'll have plenty of stories to talk about then. That's going to wrap it up for Ticket Weeknights. This is What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington, the host, as always. Don't go anywhere. You can't get out of here. This is going to wrap everything up for us. We'll talk to you tomorrow night.